This is Beyond the Big Screen podcast with your host, Steve Guerra.
Here is another Beyond the Big Screen teaser for episodes coming soon. I hope you enjoy and definitely tune in for the full episodes. If you want to learn more, you can head over to beyondthebigscreen.com. You can support Beyond the Big Screen on Patreon and Subscribestar. By joining on Patreon and or Subscribestar, you can help keep Beyond the Big Screen going and get many great benefits. Benefits include advertisement-free content, bonus content, and early access. The bonus content is great too. I will feature outtakes from episodes and live streaming episodes. If you join at the executive producer level, you will become just that, an executive producer of Beyond the Big Screen. You will be able to develop ideas for upcoming episodes, help find great guests, and of course have your name mentioned at the beginning or end of each episode. You won't just be a supporter, you will be a critical member of the team. Go over to patreon.com/Beyond the Big Screen or subscribestar.com/Beyond the Big Screen to learn more. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, send me an email to my email address, steve@a2zhistorypage.com, or follow us on social media by searching for A2Z History. I will see you next time, Beyond the Big Screen.
If somebody wears all those masks all the time, you got to think that they lose themselves at some point. They have to wonder, like, who am I really? Am I this family man? Am I this philanderer? Or am I this bombastic, boy with the boys sort of guy at the Elks Club? Am I this serious detective who's a professional? Who am I? And I'm not saying that we don't all have different nuances of our personality. I mean, of course we do. But, you're saying that Marty wears all these different masks, and I think you're right. And my question is, has he lost his sense of true self, in the process of going from mask to mask?
I would argue, yeah. On a personal level, I would argue not being yourself authentically in most situations is not healthy in general. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your spiritual health. It's not good for anything, because, like you pointed out, you end up losing yourself or not knowing exactly who you are. And you start getting into the tendencies of, it's like, well, I'm not lying. I'm just kind of slightly bending the truth, or I'm not saying the entire truth. So technically I'm not lying.
And you could argue that each of those people who each of those masks, those personas, they're all going to have a different moral compass. It's not going to be the same for each of them. And so with that in place, then, you don't have, your compass has no true north.